it's time for me to review this game because it's been about a month, and I thought about it, and I said, like, I'll give you guys a month because some people won't get the game, like, right away, so I thought maybe just give them a month and let them get the game, let them get to play and experience it. Maybe we can have a little discussion about it right now instead of me just talking about the game, and if you guys still didn't buy the game, of course, you will be able to use this review as sort of an idea of whether you want the game or not. I'm probably not going to spoil that much. If you know about the entire story of Naruto up until, like, I don't know, whether the anime or the manga, then you already know what's about to happen, and it's just not going to be much of a spoiler to you. So this game, Storm 3, is a game that, of course, I've been talking about for like a year. Was it a year or was it more? I think it was like a year. And I've been hyping it up, I've been talking about it, just giving you guys a lot of info about it, a lot of updates. So is it worth it in the end? You see, that's a hard question to answer. So right now I'm going to give you guys all the details and let you figure it out for yourself, because for me, I would say it's worth it. But depending on what kind of person you are, you might not want to buy it at the $60 price, and it might have went down already. Actually, with the sales were pretty good, I heard, but you know, the game just stopped. So just saying, you know, you guys, the game might be something that you're looking forward to, might not be. I think it's worth it. That's me personally, but there's reasons why you might want to hold off on this. I know it's been a month, but you might want to hold off for like another month or two before you get the game. So of course, right off the bat, it's a Storm game. You guys know what those are. It's pretty much just like a fighting game. You versus an opponent. And that's the way it is. You have your ninja tools, you know, on the diagonal, the D-pad, and you got your action moves, and you got your circle button, or I think it's the B button on the Xbox controller to like punch and do all your shit. And it's just a normal fighting game. You know, we played most of them already, right? Alright, cool, we got that. Then we got the 80 plus playable characters. I'm not really sure if it's 80 plus because they also count the costumes for some reason, and some of them do count as different characters. Some of them do count as different characters. Some of the costumes actually have different movesets, which is weird, but it still is just something that they add in there. And of course, there's a new improved battle system where you can add in like a team sort of fight, and you can have your team members, your supports come out, and if you hold down the B button or if you hold down the circle button for a amount of time, you can do sort of like a combo with them. And it's not really, I don't know, people like figured out how to do these relay cancels, which is like you do that, and instead of like sending out your support character, what happens is you go into your ultimate. That was a good thing, guys. Thanks for figuring that out. That was actually really useful. I never really actually got down to using it legit. I never found out how to do that, but I am practicing with it, and it's something that's really interesting to see. And besides that, there's also Instant Awakening. Instant Awakening, at first, for me, I thought to myself that shit was just going to get haywire way too fast, way too quick, and the online was just going to be complete and utter bullshit. It turned out to be the opposite, because Awakening isn't really the biggest thing about the game necessarily. I mean, it powers you up, and for some characters it makes you OP, like that guy right there. You see him, he's kind of OP when he does his Instant Awakening. And if you have the right character, obviously you know how to use them, then you'll be able to do a whole shitload of stuff with their Instant Awakening and their Instant Awakening moves. And the only thing that really bothered me is that like some of the characters have instant and some of them don't. I'm just like, why couldn't you make it a little bit more balanced so some kid, like everybody could get a little bit of Instant Awakening? It could be like something for everybody, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, okay, so I understand how they give Instant Awakening to Lee and to Guy, because like 8 gates, it makes sense, right? Why the fuck do you give Instant Awakening to Ino? Does that make any sense to anybody? I would, you know, put something about 10-10, but let's get back to that later. Now, the online, I have played a couple matches online. I haven't played a whole lot. I played against one of my friends online a shitload, maybe like 100 times so far. Not really sure. I played on ranked. I can tell you right now, it's pretty decent. I mean, the whole thing with the online, I thought the Instant Awakening would be a pain in the ass. It ended up not being that big of a deal. If your opponent can do instant and you can do instant, it's like a level playing field. It's all dependent on like the player's skill. I won some, I lost some, and I would say that it's fairly balanced, you know, except for the whole thing about the lag that still gets on my nerves. That it's that one thing. It's like the host of the game, if their connection is complete and utter shit, I don't understand why they can't automatically switch to the person with the better connection, because I damn well know I always have like 3 bars. So I'm like, why don't you switch to me? Because I don't ever make a lobby. I just go in to fight people, and it's just laggy as shit. It's so annoying. And another big thing, as we all know, is rage quitting. Now, I think they could have changed the rage quitting thing. I mean, they added in this thing where you see, obviously, this was in Generations, and I think it was in Storm 2 as well. This isn't really new. The whole thing where you see, like, oh, they have like a 10, that means that they rage quit all the damn time. And I saw somebody so fucking crazy. They had like thousands of wins and like 100 losses, and they had a straight 10 on their, like, what is it, disconnection frequency? They had a straight 10, and the thing is, their bar was like at 1, so like their matches must be laggy as shit. Luckily, I didn't fight against them. I tried to, but the lobby closed. Thank you. I don't even know why I tried to fight against him in the first place, but still. So the online isn't that bad. It's still pretty decent. I think they took out the whole thing with the ninja info cards when you add them on your character, and they give you like boosted abilities. I don't know if they have the boosted abilities thing. They still have the ninja info cards, and they have like stars on them. I don't really know what the stars really stand for up until this point, but they don't have the boosted abilities, I don't believe. I haven't really seen that happen, and if there is, I would love to know which ones have boosted abilities, because it's, yeah. Moving on to the most important thing about this review. Goodness gracious, if you have not heard anything about the story mode thus far, then you're in for a treat. Maybe you haven't been watching any of my gameplay videos, it's understandable. I mean, not many people have been watching them, they just been buying the game and playing it themselves. But the one thing about this game that is disappointing is the story mode. Now, the story mode is exactly what it's called. The story mode. Because it's a story. I've seen somebody on YouTube upload a video about the story mode, and it's 7 hours long, and guess what it's called? Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, the movie. Yes, that is what it's called, the movie, because the entire story mode is just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene, and it is annoying. Now granted, this is a small thing, because if you're a person that loves to play online and you're just like focused on, oh, I want to play online, I want to beat people's asses online, I don't give a shit about the story mode, then good for you. Some people even don't even touch the story mode, which is kind of weird. They just unlock the characters by getting all the Rio that they possibly can online, and they fuck shit up like that, and that's pretty good. I can say that's pretty good too. But the story mode is just mainly cutscenes. I mean, when I was recording for my gameplay, I think there might have been a couple episodes where I had one battle and it was like an hour-long video. That's something that's really disappointing. I would expect a little bit less story, because, you know, I don't know, maybe they're trying to cater to the people who don't understand Naruto, because you know what IGN does? IGN loves to fucking review these games and say all this bad shit about them. Like, I think they might have given Storm 3 like a 5 point something out of 10, because I'm guessing it's because of the story mode. And in the past, as we know, IGN used to review these games, and they used to have reviewers that knew nothing about the entire series review these games, and I think they changed that up a little bit. So I think this time around, somebody that actually knew something about Naruto reviewed the game. But the whole idea of having the entire story mode mainly cutscenes is really disappointing, because we already know this shit. It's just unnecessary. It's just some parts. You know what really annoys me the most? Sorry, I dropped this thing pretty much. You know what annoys me the most, though? What annoys me the most is that they go from cutscene to cutscene, But in the middle of that, they send you to like this open area, and they tell you to go someplace. Like, they give you an arrow, like, telling you to go this way. They send you into, like, this open area. It's like a circle. You go there, and you're like, oh, great, I get to go to, you know, walk around places. You walk out there. That's the only place that you are allowed to go in. Like, they put you in there. As soon as you walk out, another cutscene. I don't understand why they make that transition, so you have to be put inside a circle to walk outside the circle to get put into a cutscene when you were already in the cutscene. Why not just put them, like, why not just, like, put the cutscenes right next to each other? And why have that middle part where you have to go inside the circle and walk places? It's just stupid. And essentially, most of the game is like this, so I'm not going to rant for this too much longer. It's just, you just know that most of the story mode is just cutscenes. Just so you know. About a good 7 hours of it. Now, the bosses in Storm 3, the bosses aren't that big of a deal necessarily. Sometimes bosses just pop up randomly. Sometimes these bosses are just like you fighting somebody regular. You just don't even see the difference in the battle. There's not a whole lot of giant boss battles. Maybe it's like the Choji battle, which is like, keep calling it a giant boss battle. I mean, they're both, I don't know. That's technically a giant boss battle. And the final battle, okay. The final battle is quite honestly just sort of BS, I have to say. They put you into this, and there's like, I don't know, about 4 or 5 parts to it, right? Now, throughout each part, you have to do like a whole lot of shit, make these decisions with like the hero or the legend mode, which one you want to pick, and it's just like, they give you battle after battle after battle. I don't want to really spoil this for you guys, because you might not have played the game, I don't know, but this is just annoying, because they give you battle after battle after battle, and I've done it. I went back and I beat it on S rank, because I just went back and did it. I did it strategically, but the first time you go into this, 9 times out of 10, you won't do this strategically, and you won't get an S or an A rank on this one. They give you battle after battle after battle, and it's pretty much, I guess it's not much of a spoiler, you gotta fight the Bijou. Now, when I say that, you gotta fight the Bijou a lot. Let's just say that. And it's annoying. It's really fucking annoying to do that, because why would I want to do this over and over and over again? It drains your health bar. It comes to a certain point where you can't even, like, if you put on hero mode and you might have, like, used the healing potions, comes to a point where you can't use those. You're just fucked. And yes, people say that the first round of those battles is quite possibly one of the most BS parts, and I have to agree with that. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, yeah, it's pretty BS, if I had to say so myself. But something that makes it easier is the bento, which is just pretty much fucking lunch. You eat lunch, and they just give it to you like before battle. They ask you, like, you want to put on your items, and you can just choose your bento and put it on. It gives you like these big boosts, especially the ones from the Hidden Cloud Village. They give you a major boost on both your attack and defense, depending on which one you get. And throughout most of this shit, you're going to want to use these, because at certain points, you're going to want to get to, like, oh, I don't know, an S rank on something, and you might not be able to do it without these bento. They really come in handy, and they're just something that's added in there. It's kind of like cheating in a way, because it doesn't take as much skill when you use bento. It's just like you're using food pills or whatever, but they last the entire match, and it's kind of like just BS how you're doing that. And in addition to that, you can also use food pills over top of the bento. So, just saying. Another thing is the achievements / trophies, depending on whether you have a 360 or a PS3. These things are so easy to get, it's not funny. Like, if playing through this game and getting achievements or trophies is so easy. It's like the easy, like, I promise you, maybe in the first chapter or the prologue, you'll get like 5 trophies out of nowhere. Like, if you know how to play and you get like an S rank on the first thing, you'll get like 5 trophies to start out with. 5. That is a whole lot of trophies, and they come one after another after another. It's just it's so easy to get trophies in this game. Especially since most of the trophies that you're going to get involve the story mode, and getting an S rank, going back with the bento makes it so much easier, and you can easily just get that S rank like it's nobody. And you can get, if you have a PS3, you'll get a fucking platinum trophy. If you have a PS3 and you have Storm 3 and you don't have platinum, I don't know what is wrong with you, but you need to play that game, because it is the easiest platinum, one of the easiest platinums I've ever gotten in my entire life on my PS3. It kind of puts things to shame. It's just like, oh dude, I got platinum on this game. Oh well, that's awesome, so did I, because everybody did. And last but not least, the characters are a little bit unbalanced in the game. The characters could have went under a little bit of treatment and gotten a little bit more balanced, but it seems as if that just wasn't the case. CyberConnect 2, why? Especially with the young ones being added back into the game, like, yay, I get to play, you know, young Naruto and young Sasuke and young Lee, but they're unbalanced as shit, which is good for me, but a lot of people online are gonna be bitching. And guess who else is completely unbalanced and overpowered in this game? You'll never guess. Actually, you might if you played as this person. You'll know it automatically. You know that one Chinese bitch with the buns and weapons? Yeah, that 1010 bitch is overpowered in this game. You might ask yourself, how the fuck is she overpowered? Well, just so happens they gave her Instant Awakening, and for some fucking reason, I don't understand why they did this, but they gave her the fan, which is one of the most powerful ninja tools in the entire world, made by the Sage of Six Paths himself. So I don't know why the fuck you guys did this, because Tenten only used this once, and she was told to never use it again, because if she used it again, she would die. I don't know why you guys did this, but you fucking gave her the fan, and she is just, if you know how to use her well enough, you can automatically just be a complete asshole to everybody you play against. No, seriously, there's people on YouTube who play as 1010. I know one of them, Flare Demon Reborn, he loves to play as 1010. Even before this game, he loved to play as 1010, so he didn't really just switch to her automatically, like, out of nowhere. So, there are people who use War 1010. If you watch them play, you'll understand exactly the power that she has. Another one, like I said before, is this motherfucker, Minato, 4th Hokage. He is a little bit overpowered as well with his Instant Awakening. He's a little bit unbalanced as well. I can tell you right now, I have this friend, he's like fucking amazing at Storm 3. He plays that shit to death, like, completely. And he's actually, like, out of all my group of friends, he's like the most powerful fucking person out of all of us who plays this game. I played against him knowing I was going to lose, because not many people beat him in the first place. Played as him with Minato. We told him Madara is off limits because he just loves to use those Uchihas, and he's just completely overpowered with them. Told him not to use them. He used it, so I used Minato, whooped his ass. I don't know how it happened. It was by this much, but it just happened. So yeah, if you're watching this right now, I know you're going to whoop my ass in the future online, so just saying, you know, don't try and do it as hard just because you're watching this video. And, you know, shout out. So that is about it for this review of Storm 3. What I have to say about the game is, it is worth a buy if you are planning to play it with your friends or online and you're wanting to, like, rank up. It is mostly a game just for the fighting experience, not for the story. If you're buying for the story, hold off on this. I don't even know if I should tell you to buy it for the story. It's not worth it for the story, really. So, what I would say is, if you want to buy it, make sure you want to buy it to play it like it's nobody's business. Just make sure you play the shit out of it, because you're going to want to get a lot out of it if you're going to pay that much money for it. But if you're just going to play for the story mode, hold off on it. You can wait about a couple more months or whatever to get the game. It's not as interesting with the story mode as you might think it is, and not at all. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely give Storm 3 my rating of an 8, and that's only because of everything except the story mode. The story mode made that shit I would even say 7, but I'm being generous because the story mode just completely But overall, I would just be generous and give it a solid 8 for that. So leave me a comment down below telling me what you like about the game, what you hate about the game, and your experience with the game, and what you would improve, and what they should add into the next game, like the fucking Edo Kages. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe for more info and news. So for now, it's me, NextLevelOtaku, saying stay cool, and I will see you guys later.